Hello my friends, and welcome back to Hexagon City. Welcome back to the Hive. I wanted to do something a little bit different. I already started it off over here because I was trying to figure out all the math. Did I figure it out? Who knows? Honestly, at this point, who cares? But that should be able to intersect with that at 90 degrees or so. Yeah, I don't know. The math's not right, but what I wanted to do was get some bigger hexagons going. I've already goofed, haven't I? No, that looks fine actually. And then we're going to have inner hexagons. This will be basically the superior downtown version of Hexagon City. Hopefully, I don't know. I flattened up some of the area as well. These might end up just as wonky as all the others because there's no real precision tools in this game yet. And it's okay, like we said. The bees don't do it perfectly either, so why should we? And that's the excuse that I'm going to continue to run with forever, because it serves my purpose. Yeah, that's not perfect, but who is? My plan here is to have these large 6-lane roads along the outsides, and then move in with some 4 lanes to meet an inner hexagon. And I don't even know how I'm going to do that. I haven't even thought about the math of that yet. Maybe I should. Maybe that is worth thinking about. We'll do that later. Right now, I just want to try to get the basic outline here without it all falling apart immediately. It's already the wrong way. How has this already happened? How is this already so off? You can already see how far off it is too. But that's okay. We just want it to look kind of cool here, and hopefully this will achieve that. I don't know how these lengths are wrong already. Let's do this. I know that the first hexagon is wrong too. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get rid of it all. And we'll just pray that this works this time, because I've honestly been trying to figure out the math for this off camera for a while, which is why this area is already purchased and flattened out, and you can see all the failed attempts here as the trees are slowly regrowing where old hexagons were attempted. You know what, maybe if we just do the eyeball thing and just wing it, we'll end up with something kind of cool. I say eyeball it, I mean eyeball the numbers. We know that we want 360 meter roads. We know that the angle between them should be about 120 degrees. But that doesn't always line up because there's some rounding that happens in there that we don't get to see. And so we can kind of guess. And even though we feel like that was right, that road's a little bit longer than the others. And then even though that one worked out well. Those are all 120 degrees, so that's okay. So we'll do our best. But I want this new area to basically be a little bit more high density than everywhere else. And hopefully be a little bit more... See, that's so short. How does that happen? If we mess up the angles, it lines up a little bit better. This land is perfectly flat. That's the part that's driving me nuts. I wonder if there's a better way of doing this. Let me think about this. What if we do 360 that way, and then what if we do 120 here at 360? I wish it could snap to exact angles. Again, that doesn't quite line up. It's off by about 2 meters. But what can we do at this point? I don't think that there's anything that we can do. Alright, you know what? Let's try to make it the best that we can, and if it's not, so be it, right? I'm sure some math magician out there is going to be like, oh, if you just draw these lines here and do this and that, you get perfect angles every time. You know what? You're probably right. Good job. But I don't know how to do that, and I'm not going to learn how to do that between now and when that comment is made. And I don't particularly care too much, because at some point, Hexagon City will be finished and we'll be moving on to Hexagon City 2, and it will reap all the benefits of learning. And not getting it perfect the first time means that we have something to aspire to next time. And I think that's more fun. And if you disagree, that's okay too. But for now, I just want to record this video because I've been sitting here for probably an hour from the time that I had planned to start until now, trying to figure out the math involved in hexagons. And I am not an engineer or a mathematics wizard, nor do I really want to be. I just want it to look cool. It's already way off, but it still looks cool. The coolest part will be if we can achieve the inner hexagons. And I want to avoid just making triangles. I don't want to just draw a bunch of triangles and stuff to connect things. That's what Triangle City's for. If your hexagons are triangles, you've done something wrong. That is snapping up there with that grid. That's okay. I don't mind that. This is where it's going to be a little bit more annoying whenever it starts snapping, but looks like it's also okay. Don't have to go in and turn anything off yet. Here, that's also okay. Now I want these three-way intersections. These are the secret sauce, right? Every intersection should be these little three-way intersections. I see that there's a little hill here. That's fine. Maybe this is where it meets up with the rest of the city. It doesn't like those roads, though. Here, I think I want to do something that's like a little bit of a... maybe a little highway over this way, maybe. Maybe not. People are going to lose their houses in the interest of whatever this is that we're doing. That's fine. I need to turn on the sun. Let there be light. Oh, it's a tunnel. That's cool. Why is this? Oh, I thought that guy was going over here. I'm like, why are you going over here? There's nothing over here to do yet. Alright, how are we going to do these inner? I need to measure out... oh, this is where things get tricky. So now I need to measure out what this is. What is that? 615? That's not 90 degrees, is it? Let's call it 600. Now it's 712. No, it depends on where I put the cursor. Oh, I guess corner to corner is going to be different than face to face. That's right. That's right. You can see that I don't have it quite lined up properly. Actually, that might help me make the hexagon better. No, I don't think it will. Okay, if we go corner to corner is easier to do. So we do that. We're going to end up with triangles. I know what I said about if you have triangles, you've done it wrong. We're not going to be keeping triangles. Don't you worry. We're not that silly. Okay, there we go. So we get a nice central intersection there. And what does that mean? I don't know. I think that means that if I bring this straight down like this... oh, this is wild. So now we have an inner hexagon. If we get rid of these... so we're just basically getting rid of little support structures here that anchored our inner hexagon. Get rid of these. No triangles here. So what I actually want for these roads is to upgrade them to these normal two-lane roads. Like that. Oh, that's really nice. It's offset. I don't know if I was expecting that, but then I kind of want to do something like this. But I only want to pick one or maybe 2 points to do this at. Do I want them on opposite sides? That's kind of cool. What this technically means is we could do this again. Doesn't it mean that? I'll put back in these triangles. Then we draw this second set of triangles, and then we draw this third set of triangles. Is this how we do this? What is this cursed nonsense? If I wiggle my mouse around in here, eventually I'll find... is that the magic intersection? All the way back there? That doesn't feel right. There's one there. There's one... maybe it is there. I don't know. That gives us another offset. Oh, maybe what we do then is... this one gets to stay as 4-lane roads. And then the one in the very middle... I think I'm going to do them inside. I don't know. Is that cool? Maybe. Let's connect it up to the highway. Do we want to put in one of these little guys? I think we do. Let's fix this real quick. Let's just delete Chester Highway like this, and whatever that other one is like that. Pause our game because we're causing something magical to happen here. And then we'll do... we could do a trumpet, or a trumpet roundabout. No, we'll just do a directional T. We run this parallel? Oh no, that should be complex curve. What is that? Not too much of a curve, or is that fine? Typically don't want too many bends on a highway, but that's fine. And then maybe this one we bring into our little trumpet roundabout. Is that what we want? No, we don't want a trumpet roundabout. I think we just want a roundabout. It's like this, but getting rid of most of it. Let's just do this for now. Let's make this intersection a nightmare. Oh right, it's left side drive. I was like, wow, that's dangerous. But I think that's okay. Let's see what happens if we do some zoning here. So the middle, people should only be coming here if they live here. I don't know if anything's gonna crop up as a result of doing this. Let's see what this does. I don't think the high density housing is gonna kick in. Oh, we're also not getting any power over here. Fair. Why? Oh, because this doesn't actually connect to anything. That makes a lot of sense too. So we'll just wire that up. I think that works. And then the pipes as well is going to be important here. Go the other way for that. Let's see if this encourages high density housing over here. Putting in a school might? How is there still no power? Not enough electricity. They're not... You know what? I think it's just because it's so far away. It might need a little transformer. Oh, I see some housing. This might actually work. And these nested hexagons, they look cool. I think we've achieved cool. We'll think about changing what's in the middle if we need to. Office buildings have a lot of empty spaces. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we could have done, was put in office buildings instead, but we only have low density offices. Let's not worry about that quite yet. What if I put in these mixed ones here? Is that going to make you happier? No. Low rent housing? Go back to medium density in the middle. Doesn't seem to want to though. Let's just keep it high density. Let's see if the emergence of all these businesses over here will encourage people to want to live here as well. And we have some traffic lights in here, and I don't think that's a problem. If we have to, maybe we'll turn some of these little triangles here into small intersections or small roundabouts. Or we'll turn all of them into small roundabouts. I don't know yet. Let's wait and see what happens with the traffic in this area. There are a few houses popping up, so people are going to want to move in. We can probably encourage people to want to live here by putting in an elementary school. That always helps. Put in a little elementary school. If we put in a medical clinic over here, this might encourage... I'm okay with basically doing stuff like this until we figure out what's going on. Until we can encourage people to live in here. Is that increasing the demand or the desirability of the area? It could just be that there's not enough people wanting to move in. Or we don't have enough educated people to move in. We do need another college. Maybe putting a college out here would encourage some of that. We'll put that one on the outside, because I don't know what's happening yet with this part. We have a couple libraries. We have the money. We're losing money. Hexagon City is. Not a lot. We can probably bounce that back if we can get this to start to fill in a little bit better. Because look at how many households are here. Oh, this is probably a good time for me to segue into this, because we do need to name some of these roads. And I don't think we've done this in Hexagon City in a while. We might have the Artemis Highway. Don't remember what we have in this one yet. I don't think we have any members things. So this is a good opportunity for us to do that. So we can take... What do we want to do? Maybe we can change the Woodland Highway. Actually, you know what we can do first? Yeah, see, we're following no citizens. We need to follow our supporters. I'm going to start with Mystery Cookie. Thank you for being a channel supporter. And if you want to be a channel supporter, all you gotta do is hit the join button below. It costs 99 cents, and if you can't afford it or you don't want to, that's okay too. Don't feel pressured to do it unless you're comfortable with that. Just watching the videos and leaving a like on the videos is already supporting the channel. This is just a way to support it monetarily as well, and I get to shout you out. A little bit of credits. Peter, thank you. Or Pet, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm just gonna call you Peter. Thank you for supporting the channel. Violet Pixie Diva, of course. Welcome. Theo. Conduit 23. Should actually be all one word. FPC. Brian McLanahan. Brian Kays. Stupid Weasel. And Artemis. Again, thank you to my channel supporters. I appreciate the support. I see that we have a water issue right now. Is it sewage? Water coming in. Okay, that one's easy to fix. We just need to take water from where it's the cleanest, which is all the way over here. It needs a road. We should probably put a little sewage outlet at the other end, just because. One less thing to think about if that's already set up. I think we can upgrade this to take in more water as well. We're making money again. And we can upgrade these to do something better with the filtering of the water as well. I believe we can fit 2 of these in. Just like that, it's probably a little bit less stinky to live over here. The water's not super brown. Can't be that bad. There are people complaining about ground pollution, but you chose to live there, so what can I do? What else can we do to make this area more desirable? Firehouse? I'm just going to keep putting things in down here, because even though things are zoned, nothing's being built. Police station. Park, maybe? A little dog park that might encourage people to want to be over here. Overlapping items. What's there? So we've had a few of these pop up, and I feel like if I just wait, maybe some of the people that are demanding some low-density housing will move in. Is this intersection working fine? It's got traffic lights in some places. Oh, because this is an exit. Okay, so we have our first traffic issue here. I do want to try experimenting with roundabouts to try to solve this. Then we have one here. Let's see if that helps. And we have another issue here. These are just places where traffic lights are. Does this need to be bigger? Is this causing people to have to slow down to make their tight turn? That looks like it's smoothed out. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. All these buildings have some employees, that's good. What else can we do to encourage people to want to be down here? What can we do to create demand? We could put in... Nothing fits there. I was gonna say we could put in like a landmark. This fits here. That's cool. Is that gonna cost me a lot? $560,000 a month? Can't afford that, really. Oh, this is the leisure. Yeah, look at how unleisurely this area is. Hopefully that will attract some new homes, but I don't think it will because I just don't think there's enough demand for it. What else could we put in? Sports parks? Little tennis court? A basketball court? Community pool? That gives us a lot of recreation in this area. This should be incredibly high land value here. I don't know how to see that. Is that still a thing that you can do in this game? Land value. Oh yeah, look at that. So this is incredibly high land value. So we might see some houses crop up as a result of that. See if we can maybe fit some more low density residential over here just to fill in that need. These businesses must know that they're pretty fleeting if they're on the outside of the hexagons, where the rest of the grid hasn't been filled in quite yet. What's the problem here? Buildings collapsed. Why? Oh, just nobody was there. Lack of maintenance. They're office buildings. Oh, look at this. Is this a problem? Looks like everybody's just trying to immediately get out. Let's do that, and we'll get rid of the traffic light if there is one. Put a small roundabout. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this part of town these days. If we get rid of the... Oh, these are... No, those are high-density residential, just like these ones. Waiting for a hearse. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, we'll let that kind of cook for a little bit here. Man, we got a lot of buildings just abandoned, demolished. These are low-rent structures. What's going on over here? Something tells me that maintenance would be coming in via this highway, and they just can't get in. Although it's not really that backed up, is it? I think the problem is that a lot of these roads are just too small to handle the amount of traffic volume. These ones especially. What happens if we upgrade these ones to 4-lane roads? That looks like it might help a little bit. We have a few over here. Let's just look at where we're having traffic and say, okay, what if we upgrade those roads? Looks like it's helping a little bit. Are we ending up with intersections? We are. But we can probably get those to flow a little bit better. Maybe. This looks cleared out. Nobody's moving in over here. Medium density demand slowly creeping up ever so slightly. What else would make people happy over here? We put in some post boxes. Again, we're trying to create demand where there is none, I think. Which is tricky. In a road maintenance depot, maybe? What if we changed some of these into low density commercial? If we did that. And then what if we did that? Just looking where we have little gaps. We're creating jobs out here. What's the issue? Lack of high skill labor. That's always the issue, isn't it? I have a lot of collapsed buildings in the Hexagon. This is tragic. Let's just get rid of them. They're a bit of an eyesore. Maybe we rezone whatever these were being used for, yeah. These were offices. Maybe they just need to be homes. This might get rid of some of the traffic issues as well, if these are just low-density homes over here now instead of office buildings where people work. There's no demand for offices, it seems. Ah, there we go. It's starting to creep up now. But what this does is it gives us an opportunity to maybe put some offices in here that might create some demand for this area. There's jobs over here. People are complaining about rent in this building. I just don't feel like the rent is that bad. This is a high land value part of town. If we got rid of these, I'm going to do something risky here. This little square here, I'm going to zone low density commercial in its place. North America style as well, just to mix things up a little bit. Now that those homes are gone, do people need to move over here? Yes. Okay, we're getting somewhere. We're relocating our downtown a little bit. I could probably put medium density homes in here too. Where would we do that? About right here and right here. Okay, our nested hexagons are filling in a little bit. We're probably going to see a ton of traffic as people move in as well. I see another high rise going up. There's a couple of them. Okay. We can fix this. So yeah, there's traffic lights at every intersection here. That's probably okay. I see a lot of taxis. Are those taxis? They are. Anyway, Hexagon City has some new hexagons. Ooh, it looks cool. They're big. I have to remember that they're 360. Is there somewhere that I can write that down? You know what? I'm going to put in a dirt road here I'm going to write it. This is for future me. 360. Don't forget it. Are they actually 360? I think they are. Hope I haven't left a false reminder for myself. If I have. Okay, this has been going on for a while. I don't know how much of this is going to be time-lapse and things like that, but we'll see. We're losing money again, but that's because we demolished probably where a ton of our revenue was coming from. We still have some houses over here that are high density that I want to move. I want to say, you need to move out of this little cube here. You're being demolished and replaced by small homes. Ground pollution, air pollution continues to spread. I don't know where that's coming from. We'll figure that out another time, but for now I think if you're enjoying this and you like the idea of our new nested hexagons, if you think that looks cool, go ahead and leave a like, leave a thumbs up on this video, and leave a comment and let me know what you think. And if you haven't yet, hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell notifications. And if you really want to help support the channel and you want a civilian named after you or a road named after you, I haven't named any roads in this city yet, but we'll probably get around to it. Here's a big list of our supporters. So thank you very much to them for supporting. I think I'm missing somebody. Wait a minute. Wait, we had a Violet Pixie Diva in here and they're gone. Alright, we'll fix that real quick. There we go. Thank you very much to the supporters of this channel. I think that's all of them now. If people move out, I think they disappear. We'll find out a way to get things automated in this. I don't know if there's mods for it yet, but I'm doing my best to keep up with it, and thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for joining me on this adventure. Thank you for hanging out. Goodbye for now.